So we're going to try to make this quick. Quick, quick. I always say that. Is it true? Is that actually how it's going to go? Probably not. Yeah. So it's Tuesday. I was actually supposed to share something completely different with you, and I can't seem to figure out why I had to change things, but I did. So it's okay. I got something else cool to share with you. So one of our lovely audience members, by the way, already knows about this because they're how I procured these things. So yeah. For the rest of everybody, or just, you know, anybody who's forgotten or whatever is watching, hey, it's Tuesday, which means it's haul day. Sometimes I do an art haul, sometimes it's a biz haul, sometimes it's an intuitive haul, or sometimes it's a magic haul like it is today, and every now and then it's a happy mail. Now this is kind of a happy mail magic haul crossover. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm gonna share with you. Alright, I'm already in Naware. I'm your resident witch and creatrix over to Radi's Hand and Danaus Divine, where I create myth, magic, and meaning for your everyday life through art, intuition, and energy work. So, on to the haul. Alright. I did have the sense to pick the stuff up and bring it closer, so I didn't have to get up and pause and, like, have this weird jumpiness, so go me. But, what do we got today? 3 skulls. 2 deer, 1 pig. Been calling it a hog, but, you know, pig. Yep. To clarify, it is a domestic pig. It is a farm-raised pig that was, like, eaten. So, it's that kind of pig, not a wild hog. A warthog. Or that sort of piggy. Anyway, so, where I got it from one of my sister witches. Shout out, anonymous shout out, thanks. They know somebody who knows somebody, right, kind of thing. Yeah, so, I actually have another skull that I traded, for a bird's wing that I had procured myself. That's James. James is way up on the shelf because James is both of his antlers. I haven't named these yet, so there's that. But as a morbid, morose being, I do love bones. Bones have a near and dear place to my heart, and I was, you know, a forensic science student aspiring to be a forensic anthropologist, so I love me some bones. Also, they're just great magical tools, altar pieces. I'm super excited about it. Yay! Yay! But without further ado, the goods is they're going to be altar decorations, most especially the pig head, because Cerridwen's one of her sacred animals is the pig. So I was like, oh, ooh, so excited. The deer are just going to hang out. They're just going to be spooky decorations, just always have in my house. They're going to hang with James, probably. James needs friends. So, very carefully. Now, here's the thing. Right. These were properly cleaned, so this is one of our deer skulls. You gotta be really careful with these. There's a lot of fragile bones down here where, like, the muzzle and the snout are, and they can be very easily chipped and broken. And so, yeah, it's really important that when you procure bones, if you do it yourself, that you clean them properly, because they can get damaged very easily. There's a lot of hollow spaces in a skull, and things like these are mammals, so their skulls are a little sturdier, but like a bird skulls are just I don't know. I love skulls, and I don't know that it would bother. So this is the other deer, and as we can see, little bit of fragile. Basically what's happened is it just got crushed a little bit. I would manipulate it, but I know from manipulating bones, because I have a tortoise shell in here, that they're very fussy, and if you manipulate them too much, you'll just break them off. And until I'm, like, prepared to just super glue that bad boy together, which is probably going to be the best course of action, I'm going to leave it. Because, yeah. I'm trying to find it. It looks like it's got its head crushed. And this is what it looks like. Okay. Against my better judgment, I'm going to go ahead and fuck with it just a little bit. So if you say, oh shit, if you hear me say, oh shit, that's what happened. Oh, let's see. No, no, it does not want to come down. Yeah, probably what happened is it just got crushed, it looks like. Which is really, really likely. And I have bone shards on my desk. I wasn't supposed to mess with it, I did it anyway. But there's a lot of sensitive pieces there. That's okay. The sturdiest of the ones that I've got here, though, is this. I'm really excited about this. This is the hog skull. Oink, 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 oink. So, it's really funny how they don't, like, when you look at them, like, all without the skin and stuff, they don't really look a lot different. I feel like this is sturdier, though, than the deer. James, I think, is pretty sturdy. He is, but I don't know. You gotta be careful, like, boiling is not the best way to process them. It is a really easy way to just destroy the bone. Putting them in stuff like bleach, you have to be really careful because it'll destroy the bone. And, you know, you want to get all the tissue out because, ew, gross. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I know, it's a lot more exciting to me than it is to you, probably. It's okay. But, yeah, no, these will be altar pieces. For the time being, I have to find somewhere safe. Right now, I have them on a makeshift altar, which is funny because that altar is not meant for that purpose. I just needed a safe, flat surface to set these on because I have a dog. Dogs like bones. And every time Adelaide comes in the room, she does this. Hey, Mom, what you got in there? You got some snacks? And I'm like, no, there's nothing in here for you. She actually stole my tortoiseshell after I had taken the time to, like, Jenga and glue that shit together. And ripped it apart. I was some kind of pissed. So I don't want her to do that with these. Plus, you know, bones getting eaten is like an easy way for, you know, her to have intestinal damage that's just not necessary. Esophageal damage, just damage anywhere along her digestive tract. And she's not too bright. She'll be like, yay, bones! And not even, like, just eat it. Like a doofus. So yeah. But, you know, I don't have a problem with, like, resin or, like, bones, things that are made to look like bone that aren't bone. But I always, if I can get my hands on actual stuff, I'm always happy to do so. Because the energy's a little bit different, really. That's what it comes down to. That's pretty much it. Well, yeah, this was amazingly short. We're not even like 10 minutes. So, if you want to see a really good picture of all these bones, then scroll below. I've got a picture of all of them together, and then all of them separate, so you can get a good look at them. And if you would like, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. What is the last thing that you got for your magical practice? You share with me. If you're watching this on YouTube, remember to subscribe and like so you can stay in touch and get more videos like this. If you are watching this on Patreon, then thank you. I appreciate you being here. And if you're not a patron already, consider being one so I can continue to share things like this for free in a sustainable fashion. Yeah. That's pretty much it. That's it. So, thanks. Tomorrow is Wednesday. It should be a work in progress Wednesday. Hopefully it's going to go over better than last week. I think last week I didn't do a video last Wednesday. I'm not really sure. I know I didn't do a video at some point in the last week because I was just, no. So, I'm pretty sure I didn't win yesterday, actually. I don't know. Everything's a blur now. It's terrible. Yeah. But if you know somebody who would appreciate my Patreon and would like to become a patron or just enjoy my content, then make sure that you share my Patreon link with them. It's below. You can also find all of my websites, Already's Hand and Nae's Divine, below, as well as all of my active social media, which is Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So I thank you for being here, and remember to come back tomorrow. We're going to do a little work in progress Wednesday. Because this is a magic haul, this is over on my other account. Which reminds me, I should probably open that up. I try to keep all the magic, intuitive, and stuff like that over here. And then all the art on the other account page thingy. So